Hello friends, welcome back. So I have a problem solving question of GMAT and this question basically comes from the topic sets and groups. Okay, now such questions are very common in GMAT exam. Alright, so let's have a look at the question. It is a little tricky, so just try to be with me on this. So question goes like this. 80% of the lights at Hotel California are on at 8 p.m. a certain evening. Okay. However, 40% of the lights that are supposed to be off are actually on, and 10% of the lights that are supposed to be on are actually off. What percent of lights that are on are supposed to be off? Now, looks complicated, isn't it? So there are so many things. Lights are on, lights are off. They were supposed to be off, they were supposed to be on. So what do you do when you have so many different parameters here? Okay? So what we do in such a case, we try to make a grid. Now pay attention guys here. How are you going to? So what are the categories that you are given? So one of the categories lights are on, some lights are on, okay, and then some lights were supposed to be off, and then some lights were supposed to be on, and some lights are actually off. Understood? So how you are going to make a grid? So there are basically four parameters. Okay, let me write them down. What are those parameters? The first one is lights that are actually on. Okay, and then lights that are of course actually off, right? Now you see there is some what to say, there is some there's a common area between uh, lights that are on were supposed to off and lights that are off were supposed to on. Okay, so that means there is some overlap between actually on and supposed to be on, and actually on and supposed to be off. Similarly, some overlap between actually off and supposed to be on, actually off and supposed to be off. Understood what I'm trying to say? Clearly, there cannot be any overlap between actually on and actually off because light can either be on or off, right? But there is a clearly, as the question mentions, there's a overlap between supposed, supposedly on and then supposedly offs. All right. So these are actually on, actually off, and then some overlap between these two. Of course, there cannot be any overlap between supposed to be on and supposed to be off. Okay. And also let us take a third parameter which is called total. Okay. So here also let's take total. Now you have the grid. I hope that makes sense to you because these questions cannot be solved without forming the grid. And once you form the grid, half of your problem is done. Okay, for the another half, of course, you need to stay very alert with the wording. So that we'll see later in a moment. But for now, let me just assume that the total lights are 100. Okay, let's say total 100 lights are there because we are dealing with percentages, so it's better to assume 100 here for total. Okay, so of course this overlap between total and total is going to be 100, isn't it? Even if you add these, this is going to be 100. All right, now let me just change the color and let's fill in all the information that's given. Okay, so what is given to you? Let's go to the question again. It says that 80% of the lights at hotel, that is 80% of 100, are on. Okay, so where does this 80%, that is 80 goes? Where does this 80 goes? Of course, this 80 cannot go here or it cannot go here. It needs to go here. The total number of lights that are actually on are 80, right? Because 80% of the lights are on. So if 80% of the lights are on, what do you think? How many lights are actually off? Of course, you need to write it down, whatever you conclude. So you can easily conclude that since there are 100 lights, 80 are on. So definitely 20 are off, right? I hope that makes sense. Now let's go to the next line. It says, however, 40% of the lights that are supposed to be off, okay, are actually on. So what it says that 40% of what? 40% of lights that were supposed to be off, right? So do we have the total number of lights that were supposed to be off? We don't have, right? So what we are going to do, we are going to assume that as X. I'm assuming that X lights were supposed to be off. This is my assumption here for now. So how many lights are going to be supposed to be on if supposed to be off lights X? 100 minus X. Okay. You need to write your conclusion so that you don't forget. So now question says 40% of what? 40% of X. Now total supposed to be our X. So 40% of X are actually on. So where does it go? Where does it go? It is, there's an overlap between actually on and supposed to be off. So this is where it comes. So what percent of the lights that are supposed to be off are actually on? So that's 40%. 40 is what? 40 by 100, or I can write it as zero point 0.4. So can I say 0.4x are actually off? Okay. So 40% of total supposed to be off are actually on. Okay. So this is where we fit this in. So how much is remaining in actually off? 0.6x, because their sum will give you x. Alright. Now let's move on to the next statement. And 10% of the lights that are supposed to be on. Okay, so first of all, what is the total of supposed to be on? It's 100 minus x, right? And 10% of those, so 10% of this 100 minus x are actually off. So where is actually off? This is actually off. 10% of the total lights that were supposed to be on. So 10% of this 100 minus x is actually off. Okay. So what I'm going to write it here as 0 0.1. 10% is what? 10 by 100, which is 0 0.1 into 100 minus x. So how much is remaining here? It's 0.9 100 minus x. Okay. I hope this made sense to you. Now, what else is given? What percent of the lights that are on are supposed to be off? So what exactly question is asking for? What percent of lights that are on are supposed to be off? So we have to find what percent of lights that are on supposed to be off. Okay, so total how many lights are on? So total 80 lights are on. Now this is where it gets tricky. The last line. What percent of the lights that are on supposed to be off? What percent of 80 that were on are supposed to be off? So what percent of 80 supposed to be off is 0.4x. So 0.4x by 18 to 100. This will give you your desired answer. Okay. Now our challenge is to find the value of x. So this is actually 0.9 here. So how are you going to find this? You know, if we just add these two or add these two, we can equate it with 20 or 80. So we can use either of the equation. All right. So let's use this one, this equation here. So can I write that 0.1 into 100 minus x plus 0.6x is equal to 20? Can I say that if I add these two? Okay, so this will be 10 minus 0.1x plus 0.6x is equal to 20, right? Now minus 0.1x plus 0.6 is 0.5x, so plus 0.5x is equal to 20, or just subtract 10 from both sides, you'll get 0.5x is equal to 10. This implies if you solve it further, you'll get x is equal to 10 by 0.5, which is equal to 20. Alright, so now that you have the value of 20, x is 20, you can actually substitute this value over here. So what will you get? You will get 0 0.4 into 20 divided by 80 into 100. And what do you get here? 4 times, this is 0 0.1, 10. So answer is 10%. So your answer is 10%, guys. This topic is very, very important for you. Please try to master it. Okay, I'll come back with some more question on group and sets.